wanted to go to whatever country I could get out to. I had some friends in Germany. I was prepared to go to Germany.
I was so petrified, I couldn't move. The children are dragging and pulling me. My God, this is happening all over again.
They were all killed. They put tires on their bodies and they burnt them.
No one has been brought to justice.
Sri Lanka was for hundreds of years 3 separate states. Collection of these 3 into one country was done by the British for British administrative convenience. This was done in Malaya, it was done in India, and at independence, India split into India and Pakistan. A year later, Malaya split into Malaysia and Singapore. And that's the time that we should have split into Elam and the Sinhala Sound. The British who made these 3 separate states into one country, which is Sri Lanka. At the time that they left, they should have left Sri Lanka the way they found it when they came. In other words, as 3 separate states. The least they could have done was to have set up a federal Tamil state, which they didn't do, despite pleas from the Tamil leadership to say, please don't leave us at the mercy of the Sinhala leadership. We can't trust them. And what did Britain say? Oh no, they are a nice set of people. The Sinhala government, in its first act in 1948, disenfranchised 1 million plantation Tamils in one of the worst acts of political barbarism that the world has known.
Until, I would say, the late 1970s, they continued to protest in a parliamentary fashion.
The parliamentarians who were Tamils went and protested outside of the Golfers Green, which is they called Satyagraha, which means the peaceful protest, where they said, look, it's not on for you to bring change the official language within 24 hours. What about the Tamils who don't speak Sinhalese? They were clogged. They were hit and there was blood pouring out of one of their heads. That's how they were treated.
Ever since the plantation Tamils were disenfranchised in 1948, as a 17-year-old schoolboy, I lodged a protest. And then when the Tamils lost their language at the hands of my uncle, S.W.R.D. Bandaranaike, I thought the time had come to take a stance. And when his wife, Sirima, set the bar higher for Tamil students to enter the university, I was then Associate Professor of Medicine, I thought it was an outrage. And I thought at that time, in fact, I warned her that the Tamil youths were going to arm, because if you keep people out of university for the wrong reason, the fact that they are Tamils, and their non-violent protests have failed, then you must expect violence.
It was something that used to be unleashed against the Tamils quite periodically from time to time. I think 1983 was perhaps the 6th or 7th time that anti-Tamil violence, I would call it more in the nature of a pogrom, was unleashed against us. The only difference between 1983 and the previous pogroms was within a space of 2 weeks, over 3,000 Tamils were killed. Whereas the first pogrom in 1958, it was just a few hundred, maybe 300 to 400. Progressively it got worse. And in 1977, I believe it was close upon 600. And in 83, we had 3,000 slaughtered.
We saw looting, shops, shop things being taken out of shops, shops being burnt.
Going down, sort of looting, threatening to kill and so on.
A guy's, stomach got slashed and, guts sort of spilling out.
But I was so petrified, I couldn't move. The children are dragging and pulling me. My God, this is happening all over again.
Then, after a while, they came looking for me. So they grabbed me, they asked me, I don't understand Sinhalese very much because I studied in Jaffna. He said, Yapanade or something like that. Demilude. Yeah, that was easy. So I said, yeah. Because I couldn't have lied.
What does that mean?
You're Tamil. So I couldn't have lied because I couldn't have spoken in a second sentence, third sentence, they would have caught me anyway. So he dragged me, pulled me towards the stairs and pushed me down the stairs. I kept on saying, let me go, let me go. Then one guy brought a bottle full of petrol, poured it on me. I was wearing synthetic trousers. Later on I realized that even the trouser melted because it's synthetic. And the other guy brought another bottle full of petrol and then hit me right on my head. It's a true story, okay. And the bottle broke into pieces and another bottle of petrol, I was drenched. I just stood there. I knew if I tried to run, then they will kill me. Yeah, then that guy pulled a lighter and then he kept going, click, 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 and it wouldn't fire, light up. They hit me one hard hit and my nose broke and started bleeding. So that they must have thought we have done enough damage, so let him go. So they said, run, I think, to wonder, run. So I just walked on my own. Nobody cared. No, there was nobody,
They burnt furniture and stuff in the middle, in the heap. All the Tamil people's furniture was thrown out. They carried a little baby, chucked all this furniture, and they were throwing a baby into the fire. Obviously, you can't protest when there's hundreds of Sinhalese around you laughing because they're killing a Tamil baby.
Actually, they had gone looking everywhere because they promised my mom that they would find my brother and father, and they found that they were not in the house. Then eventually they looked at hospitals, mortuaries. They never found them. Morning was fine. Buses were running. Lots of people actually went home either to get some food or some people thought that they can go back and live there, and so many reasons. And they went home. And he found that his house was completely burned. While they were there, that's when the situation got worse again. There was pandemonium. They were just going around killing people. This is on the Friday, the Black Friday morning. Somebody came and said, don't stay here, it's dangerous, go back to your camps. So they all got into the vehicle, and 6 Tamils actually got into this vehicle with 5 other Sinhalese. And the vehicle came towards the refugee camp, but at one point in Keralapana itself, there were army at the top of the, at a junction, and all these vehicles were redirected in many places to one spot called Athidiya. And there were, I think, more than hundreds of people waiting for Tamil people in vehicles.